I want this agency to be once again a revered scientific institution that once made HHS the envy of the world.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. That was Robert F. Kennedy Jr. this morning announcing plans to dramatically reduce the size of the workforce within various federal health agencies. The Trump administration plans to let go of some 10,000 federal workers in the healthcare area and then not fill another 10,000 positions also within those agencies. Among the cuts, specifically, 3,500 from Food and Drug Administration, 1,200 from the National Institutes of Health. CBS News digital reporter Alex Tin joins me now. Alex, always great to see you. This is not a surprise considering the overall thrust of the Trump administration to reduce the size of the federal workforce. From your vantage point, the implications.
Yeah, it's right that it's not a surprise. But what is surprising is some of the ways in which they're going about these cuts. So, for example, one of the things that Secretary Kennedy mentioned is he actually wants to create a whole new agency within HHS, combining a bunch of different offices and agencies that used to do separate work. He's calling this new agency the Administration for a Healthy America. You know, for the people watching at home, that sounds an awful lot like MAHA, the Make America Healthy Again agenda that he campaigned on with President Trump. And within this agency, you're going to have a bunch of different offices that used to be in different agencies, all grouped together now. Everything from the office responsible for dietary guidelines, that's those, hotly contested nutrition recommendations that are now up for review this year, all the way over to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, all under this new roof.
And does that carry with it, this reorganization, the implication that these agencies, once more or less quasi-independent, are now going to be reporting more directly to the political head of the HHS and then possibly also taking cues from the White House?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, you heard in that video, we played a little bit of it right at the top. We heard Kennedy complain in that video that he was frustrated with what he called defiant bureaucrats in some of these health agencies, essentially defying their orders for information or control of these agencies and the information that they have. So yes, I do think part of this reorganization is to consolidate control of the different health agencies. But obviously, a lot of it is to meet these goals that have been laid out by DOJ and the White House for major cuts across the federal government, not just HHS.
Scientists and researchers would say they're not defiant, they're just following the science or the research.
Yeah, that's right. And, some of the so-called requests that we've heard denied by these bureaucrats, as they say, often that's from career civil servants who say that, they had a duty to protect XYZ database that is not supposed to be accessed by political appointees. But of course, what we've seen in the weeks since is that essentially the White House, DOJ, and the political appointees at the Department of Health and Human Services have been pretty clear. We are in control. We should have control of this data, and you must hand over this data. Otherwise, you will be let go.
Alex Tin, always a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much.